facts. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good day. Happy Valentine's Day. Morning, Jackie. Clinica New Life, welcome. Doing the daily reflections. It takes a minute for Facebook to catch up. So before we get started on that, hey, Chris, good morning, bud. Good to see you. I wanted to talk about, and you guys are probably tired of hearing about it too, but the Super Bowl performance. And please don't get me wrong, I love Eminem and Dre and Snoop. I grew. I'm a Gen Xer, but I think I got to call bullshit. And I think it's great that these people have time sober. That's great. But we got to stop relying on them and using them as a point of reference for what recovery looks like. They're sober, and they're no different from you or me. See, this is kind of the kind of way that I look at it. Is Eminem has more time than me. Why is he not? Why? How come I'm giving back to the community more than he is? I don't have any money. These guys have, the way I see it, they have a responsibility to give back. Where's the outpouring of love to AA? Where are the treatment centers and all the shit that we need? Or are you just going to continue to let other people flip around and not get what it is that you got because you don't want to spend your money or spend time because you're famous? No. Mm-mm. At least Vance Johnson is out there opening up new treatment centers and things like that, But I don't believe them. That's good. Good for them. Yay. Yay. My dad died at 50 years. He had 50 years of sobriety when he died. And he worked with veterans all of his life. And he died broke. So don't buy into this. I think it's great that they have sobriety. Oh, and they weren't the first to do it. Okay. The band Aerosmith has been sober for more years than most of you, except for Chris. Like 25, 30 years. Okay. My mom has 37 years of sobriety. See, these numbers do not affect me. They do nothing for me because it is quality. What are you doing today? What are you doing today to help a fellow alcoholic? Oh, I'm in sobriety. Well, congratulations. Good for you. What the fuck are you doing today to help? Just saying. I'm sorry. I just don't buy into this, and it irritates me because where was my dad's limelight? When does he get to do the halftime Super Bowl show because he was sober? He never gave me anything, right? But it doesn't matter. I was able to talk with him. We did our amends. He passed away without, there were a couple of things. I still wanted to meet him and give my dad a hug, but he didn't want that. He didn't want that. I think he was at the end of his life. And he wanted to go out on his terms, and I was not going to interrupt that. So I have no qualms anymore with my dad, with my biological father. In fact, I think he's a fucking hero. And I hope that one day I'm like him, even though I never knew him. So let's get to today's daily reflections. Sober Seeker, welcome. Man, these people pop on for 1 second. Why do they even bother then? Oh, I don't like what he's saying. I think a lot of times it's just an accent they're scrolling through or whatever. Everyone speaks through his music and reaches. Eminem speaks through it. That counts for something. No, not when you're singing, "Mom, I'm cleaning out my closet." No, I get it. Yeah, yeah. There is something to be said for that. There is. That's a good point. That's a very good point, Jackie. Um, they do have. He does have music that is more, a little bit more around recovery and things like that. So, and I get what you're saying, and that's a good point. I didn't think of that. But what about all the money he's making off of it? I could sure use the help in Colorado. I could use $1 million right now, and I would spend it all in one day, putting roofs over people's heads. I would not take a dime of it. Or maybe a PS5. I think I've earned that. So I get what you're saying. I do, but they got to give more than just that. Than just, because at the same time, them making music, okay, is also a release for them, and it is a way of them passing it on. So I hear what you're saying. But when you're making money off of it, I have a problem with it. That's not 12-step work. I'll find a way. No, I agree. I agree with you, Jackie. Um, so I will let up on that a little bit, and remember that. And don't get me wrong, I love Eminem. I do. I have a lot of respect for Eminem. So, so please don't take it wrong. It's just stop giving the wrong people the limelight for the wrong thing, is what I'm saying. Expectations versus demands. Um, I'm gonna put on a fan here. So, expectations versus demands. This is going to be a little bit different because what they're talking about is the expectations a man might have, or the demands a person may have in order to get sober. Well, I need this and I need that, and I'm required this in order to get and stay sober, and that just isn't true. All right? I know homeless people that are sober. They're living in their freaking cars. Right? We know these people. Now, I will bring up the contention that it is also easier. We'll talk about it, and you guys can put in your 2 cents about it. So burn the idea into the consciousness of every man that he can get well regardless of anyone. The only condition is that he trusts in God and clean house. Page 98. It is not a matter of giving that is in question, but when and how to give. Chris, I'm not ignoring you on that. It's just that there's not much I need right now. $1 million. Honestly, guys, what I need is money. That's what I need. So pray to God to help me out with that. I'm not going to ask people for money during the daily reflection. It goes against my morals. I just can't do it. That's why I'm changing it. It's all going to change. It's going to turn more into a radio show, which I think would be kind of cool. Yeah, Chris, I wish there was. I wish there was just all I needed left to do was take action right now. But now it comes down to money. I'm talking with the right people that have the money. So we're kind of going from there. It is not a matter of giving that is in question, but when and how to give. That often makes a difference between failure and success. The minute we put our work on a service plane, the alcoholic commences to rely upon our assistance rather than upon God. So when we're helping a man, right, this comes down to teaching a man how to fish and not giving him a fish, right? So I cannot. There's a saying in my field: never work harder than the client. Okay, never work harder than your sponsee. But I want you to notice what they said here. The minute we put our work, our work on a service plane means money to me. Okay, because I'm also the person that has a ton of resources. Right. That means I can do, sir. I can get you food. I can get this is all stuff that we deal with on a daily basis. He clamors for this or that, claiming he cannot master alcohol until his material needs are cared for. Nonsense. Some of us have taken very hard knocks to learn this truth. And I'm actually going to go against this, guys. Job or no job, wife or no wife, we simply do not stop drinking so long as we place dependence upon other people ahead of dependence upon God. That part I agree with. Okay? Because see, God's still going to provide, right? So God still works. So if I'm working with somebody and they say, "Hey, Dion, yes, I am willing to do what it is that you were talking about," then I'm going to say, "Great, I'm going to put a roof over your head." It's the first thing I'm going to do. I don't think housing belongs on this list. I don't. I don't believe that housing and food belongs on that. I believe that is a human right and that every person deserves a place that is safe for them, like I have. I believe that. So I'm going to put a roof over somebody's head before I start helping them because their chances of making it go up by about 33%. So why am I going to, at the same time, I hear what they're saying. Here's the expectation versus demands. Oh, you thought expectations was bad. It's not. It's the demand. There are reasonable expectations. Reasonable expectations. When I turn on a light switch, I have a reasonable expectation the lights will come on. Why? Because they usually do. If they don't, something is wrong. All right, then the power hasn't been paid or somebody ran into a pole. See how this is the same? So, no, if they're demanding it, no, Dion, I must have. If you don't do this for me, I will not. I'm done. Why am I done? Because you are not willing. You are going to go off on your own path. I'm going to put a roof over your head. You're going to disrupt the community because you are not done. So the answer is no. See, part of the problem with dealing with homeless is they are extremely smart. And if you're not a bullshitter yourself, they're going to walk right around you. They're going to talk all the way around you and get what they want. And you're going to feel good about it too. And they used you. Well, I helped a homeless person today. Yeah. It is not a matter of giving that's in question, but when and how to give. Right? If I hand out money on the street corner, I'm handing out my card too. I hand out my card more than I hand out anything. Burn into the consciousness of every man that he can get well regardless of anyone. The only condition is that he trusts in God and clean house. Those aren't very big conditions. Those, oh, there we are again. Those are expectations. See, we've been taught that expectations are bad. No, it's the demand that comes with an expectation. That's what makes it bad. It's kind of like when you're angry, you take it out on somebody else. That's what makes it bad. It's that action portion that goes in the next part that makes it good or bad. Dealing with expectations is a frequent topic at meetings. I don't know what meetings you're going to. Whenever you hear somebody say, like with people that are in like my position, they'll say things like, "People always ask me." No, they don't. I'm gonna let you know that now. People don't ask shit. They don't. Those are made up topics. That's why I get a little frustrated when I see lead-ins like that are trying to. Okay, it isn't wrong to expect progress of myself, good things from life, or decent treatment from others. Where I get into trouble is when my expectations become demands. I will fall short of what I wish to be in the situation, will go in ways I do not like because people will let me down sometimes. The only question is, what am I going to do about it? Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? You gonna sit it? Did you pour me another drink? Well, nobody likes to hear that shit. Nobody likes to hear that whiny crap. I know, because I'm a whiner. Wallow in self pity or anger, retaliate, and make a bad situation worse? Or will I trust in God's power to bring blessing on the messes in which I find myself? Will I ask Him what I should be learning? Do I keep on doing the right things I know how to do? No matter what I do I take time to share my faith and blessings with others? It's that no matter what that matters, and that matters in that sentence. No matter what, am I still doing it? No matter what my attitude is today, no matter how other people are treating me, no matter what is being quote unquote done to me, the world is not against you. It's not. I promise you that. It's not. It may feel that way sometimes. I feel like I need a book bag. So, all right, guys, that's going to be it today for the daily reflection. I hope everybody has a great day. It's Valentine's Day. I told you yesterday how I feel about Valentine's Day. So, and all right, we're going to end this with Go Eminem. I am going to reiterate that one more time, guys. I love all guys. I think the thing that people really missed from that was there was an East Coast West Coast thing going on. Did you catch that part? Oh. These guys are Gen Xers, man. We people are my age. So, all right. I love you guys. Peace out. Hey, excuse me. Pardon me. And have a day.